Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Monique Ross. In today's episode, we're talking about no new friends. Who said no new friends? So today, I am joined by one of my new friends, my homegirl, SJ. Say hi to the camera, to the fuckers out there. That's what they agreed on. This is my homegirl, SJ. Today we're going to talk about opening up your heart space, welcoming new people in to your heart space, into your life, because you just never know who you might come in contact with, who you might cross paths with that can serve in the next phase of your journey, who can be a force of nature behind you in the next phase of your journey. Somebody who's going to uplift you, motivate you, somebody who you feel comfortable with, that you can talk to and have open, candid conversations with. And I want to tell you guys, I'm going to let SJ start off how we came in contact, and then I'll kind of jump in and elaborate on the story. But how did we come in contact? You can just give as much as you want or as little as you want. I'll fill in the pieces, I promise.
Yes. So a couple weeks ago, I got an inbox. It was late on Facebook. It was really late. And I heard it go off, and I was like, who raggedy son is this? Whose son is this? Because it's nobody else but some lady's son playing in my inbox. So I almost didn't look at it. But I'm like, let me entertain the child. Let me see who it is.
Exactly.
And it was Miss Monique Ross. And I'm like, I know we Facebook friends, but like, what does she want? And so she has this long message. And like at some point it's like, I promise I'm not trying to sell you anything. And I'm like, what is this lady talking about? But now I almost didn't read it because it was just so much, and I saw the sale part. But I read it, and basically it was like, I have an opportunity for you, a possible career opportunity for you. I would love to meet with you. And it was just like, wow. And so like the catch, I guess, to that why it was a wow moment is I just started my own business. It's been legal for a month.
Yes.
It's been in existence though since February. And so I've been, getting inboxes, and I got a website set up and all of this stuff. And so I'm trying to transition myself to not work for anybody. Like the ultimate goal is 42 and out, like 43 if like life happens. But 42 and out, I want to be 100% self-employed. And so when she sent it, I'm like, this is just more confirmation. She's offering me an opportunity. Let's go and see. And so literally within a couple hours, we had arranged to meet the very next day, meet with this stranger, because I don't know this lady. I've never seen this lady. I'm like, I'm real big on like sex trafficking. I didn't know what was happening.
Anything. You have to be leery of those things.
But I'm like, I'm going through her pictures. I'm like, okay, like at least if something happened, I can be like, go get her.
Exactly.
And so we met face to face. I think it's been about 2 weeks maybe. And we just had the most amazing conversation. Like, you would never know that this is only my second time seeing her face ever.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's how we got her.
That's how we got her. So I'm gonna tell you guys my side of the story. So I'm working with my homegirl on a new business venture, and we were looking for someone of SJ's expertise. So I had somebody in mind already, but they're not local. So I, thought it would be best if we get somebody local, especially with what we're doing and how we're trying to do it, So I reach out. I actually go on Facebook and I put in my search, grant writers, because that's what she does. Let's promote her business.
Yes.
What's the name of your?
SJS Business Building.
If you're looking for somebody to help you build a business, grant writing, business plans,
proposal, nonprofit, startups, anything. I got
there you go. There you go.
I also teach a grant writing class, and we'll have an ebook coming out on her.
Hey, you heard her.
Yes.
Y'all heard her.
Yes.
So yes. So I searched in my search bar grant writing, and multiple posts came up. And I go to the comments of each post because someone was asking, soliciting for a grant writer. I go to the comments. Her name is up and down each post. Her name is up and down each post.
Blush.
It was like, that's super dope. That speaks for itself. So I go to her Facebook page and I see we're friends. So I'm like, oh, we're friends. So I scroll through her Facebook. Then I leave out of Facebook and I Google her.
She Googled me.
Yeah, like, you know, there was nothing but positive energy coming off the screen of my phone telling me that you should absolutely reach out to this lady and ask her if she's interested in what you're trying to do in helping you accomplish what you're trying to get done. So I reach out to her. It's late as hell, like after 11. But that's when the wheels of my head, you know, that's when the wheels get to turning the most. So I messaged her and she messaged back short, like moments later, wasn't long. And the conversation kicked off. Like she said, she ended up coming down the next day, the next morning, afternoon to meet us. And, you know, she's like, how can I help? And that spoke volumes to me in itself. The fact that she's like immediately like, okay, I'm coming. When? I told her, she's like, okay, I'll be there. And she was there on time and some more stuff. And her just her energy, everything about her. And then I think I posted some on Facebook about the podcast, and she's in the comments, she's like, I wanna come on. And I'm like, come on, because y'all know whenever y'all be like, I wanna come on the podcast, I'll be like, come on. I don't be bullshitting. Y'all be bullshitting. I had somebody beg me this week. They had begged me previously about coming on the podcast. Had him on the calendar yesterday. I messaged him yesterday morning like, hey, are we still on for today? He's like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. No explanation, no nothing. He's just like, I'm not going to make it. Okay, cool. You're scratched off the list forever, indefinitely. So when y'all come at me, so I want to come on the podcast, I don't be bullshitting. I record multiple episodes a week just to keep content on deck in the event I have to jet up out of here for, you know, a week or two at a time. You just never know. So yeah, when y'all come at me talking about the damn podcast, quit bullshitting. Come if you want to come. If you don't, hey, there's no pressure. I promise there's no pressure. So yeah, she said she want to come on the podcast. I'm like, come on. And, you know, we converse, and then she gets here, and we have this in-depth ass conversation where I had, you know, I was raw, and I was open, and I was completely honest, sharing just intricate details and vice versa. Like, we really exchanged some dialogue, and I honestly did not know what the episode was going to be today. I just knew I had a guest co-host, and I was going to wing it. And so when we got to the point where we're going to turn the camera on, I walked out of the room to use the restroom, and literally walked in the restroom, and no new friends, because I consider her a new friend. And
she's stuck with me now.
The episode is who said no new friends. I'm telling y'all, the energy right now in this space is genuine. It's real. Like, and this is not fake. Y'all know me. I keep it 100. This is authentic as fuck. And me and this lady, just straight dope ass connection, and our experiences, our life stories are so freaking similar. Yes. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Man, y'all better stop playing. I manifested this lady sitting right here next to me. I've asked, align me with like-minded individuals. You know, we don't have to be on the exact same path, but I'm speaking like-minded individuals with the same energy to offer, that's willing to give it and receive it in the same amount. Y'all get around these friends that exert your energy. I've had people like that in my life. I'm working on still removing some people out of my life. But the point is, I'm going to get on my soapbox. The point is, open up your heart space to receive it. If you ask for something, just be open-minded to what is presented to you. And just now, like I said, straight up, like she just said it. I'm not getting rid of her. She not getting rid of me. I'm gonna get on her last nerves.
And it's so funny because I was that person. I was the no new friends person.
Me too.
I am 39. I have had literally the same main core group of friends since I was 12. Like Berkeley Middle School. What up, Berkeley?
What up, Berkeley?
We met in middle school, and here we are. We have kids, you know, the age that we met now. So I've never felt the need to get new friends. Like, I have friends. Yeah. You know, I'm not one of these lonely chicks. Like, no. I got the riders in the back.
Yes.
So I literally was the same way. For me, it changed 2000, maybe 14 or 15.
Okay.
I had a friend, Tammy, on Facebook, and so she always did these big like group vacations out the country, and I'm like, that is so neat, but it's so weird. Like, y'all strangers? Like, who does that? So last minute, her third roommate canceled on a trip they had to Panama, and she was like, Shay, at the time I was going by Shay, I am SJ now, but she's like, Shay, do you want to go? And I was like, sure. And I met Tammy on Facebook. I think I had seen her in person maybe 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
So I'm like, I just agreed to go out the country with not only this strange Facebook friends, but like her friends. Exactly. It was just a weird thing. But I went, and that was what, 6-7 years ago. It is the most amazing group of women I have ever met.
At the time of your life.
I mean, I've been on 3 trips with them at this point. And each year it grows. And it is just amazing. So we go out the country every year, different location. I think the last year I went, we went to Carousel.
Okay.
And it was over 60 of us.
Wow.
And I mean, of the 60, I maybe knew 20. Like, I took like 10 with me, and then the 10 from the previous trips, but everybody else was strangers.
Just strangers.
And it was just such a dope time.
Wow.
And you know, out of that group of women, like, there are women to this day, and we don't see each other often. Like, this year's trip got canceled. Last year I didn't go. But when I say, if I am having any kind of issue, any type of just anything, these are the women that I go to. These Facebook friends. Like, these are not, we went to school, we grew up. No, it's Facebook. Wow. And so until I met them, I was definitely like, I got my friends. Like, my friends solid. We 25 years plus. You know, but I've just gained so much. Like, I struggle with like talking about myself. Like, that's my thing, but that's kind of hard when you have a business. You gotta talk about it. And so I could not write a bio. Like, I couldn't. It felt like bragging, because you always hear the be humble and, you know, all of that stuff. So I could not do it. And so I have a friend, Keely, and she is like amazing in what she does. But she reached out to me on Facebook like, I saw your struggle. Here goes some examples. Like, I'll help you. I mean, she walked me through the whole process. And so it's like, this is a lady that I met via Facebook, via a random trip out the country, and like, she helps me so much career-wise. Wow. So you just never know who you're gonna meet and how they fit into your life at that moment.
We all have a tribe. We have a tribe of people that are supposed to go along with us on our journey, and not to take away from our lifelong friends. Like, she has friends 20 plus years and new friends that she's welcoming in. You know, you guys know me. You've met one of my best friends, and then I got another best friend, and she's agreed to come on. I talked to her today. We had sushi, and she has agreed to come on and talk shit with me, and it's hilarious because I wasn't even gonna ask her. I had enough wine, just enough wine, where I felt like, girl, you gonna come on the podcast? And she's like, I'm gonna do it. So, not to take away from those friendships. You know, I have 2 close friends, but y'all know I got 2 sisters, and then I got a cousin that I'm close to, a couple cousins that I'm close to. So I always feel like my circle is complete. And lately, I have really been opening myself up to welcoming new people in, and I've gotten out of my comfort zone, gotten out of that mindset, because you meet new people and you never know what their purpose in your life to help you, to teach you, learn you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta open your mind up. Be open-minded. Open up your heart space. Understand that we're not meant to walk alone in this life. People come to us in different stages, different phases of our lives, and you need those people. And then you look back and like, I would have never got through that had it not been for this person. And we hold on to those friendships. We get mad when those friendships have served their purpose and you don't want to let them go. I've lost friends. I have friends that it broke my heart.
Me too.
Straight broke my heart, and it still breaks my heart sitting here talking about, just thinking about it. It breaks my heart because I've lost 2 friends that I considered real life friends, to where we're nowhere ever going to be where we were when the decision was made that we weren't going to be friends. And that shit hurt me to my core. Like, hurt me to my core. I still have moments where I sit back and I'm like, damn, we straight not cool no more.
Like my girl,
I don't even know what's going on in their life. Like, and I never thought in a million years that I would be in that space where I didn't know what was going on in their lives. And I was upset and I was hurt and I was angry at first, but now I realize that, you know, our purposes in our lives have been served. And I don't harbor any anger, any hate, any animosity towards either of these ladies. I got mad love in my heart for them, and I wish them much success. They're both extremely successful. 2 dope ass Black women doing the damn thing. I'm talking about doing the damn thing. Both in the nursing field. If they watch this, they gonna know I'm talking about them. But
they getting in money, nursing.
And I just in their heads. Like, one is like the head nurse in the ER type shit. Okay. Running the whole ER. And the other one is like, she was like the director of nursing for criminal justice.
Very nice.
And now she's real big up. She's like, she's doing the damn thing. I'm super proud of both of them. Like, I don't talk to them. Like, I just saw one a couple weeks at my home, my best friend's ex's funeral, her kid's dad's funeral. And, you know, like, I was so happy to see them on one hand, but on the other, it was like, you know, I ain't gonna even lie, it was a bit dreadful. Yeah. It was like, oh, but, you know, we got through it. And like I said, it's nothing but love for them, but it's so awkward now because we're not in each other's lives, so I don't really know how to interact. And everybody that know me knows I'm awkward as fuck. So, I told y'all before, I'm the awkward Black girl, so I'm even more awkward when it comes to shit like that. And then we're at a funeral, it's already emotional. And then now you're here, and I just, you know, I'm happy to see y'all, but my energy that I give off did not say that. And it wasn't personal. So if y'all watching, I just want y'all to know it wasn't personal. Y'all know I got mad love. Like I said, I don't harbor any animosity or anything. I wish you all much success. And like I said, you guys are absolutely successful and dope as fuck. And I'm so proud of y'all for, you know, just overcoming and beating the odds, not being the statistic. So, man, my love to you both. That's real talk. That's real life, real shit. But
so I have a question.
Okay.
So how easy is it for you? Like I said, I met the majority of my new friends. Like, there were 2 ladies that I met in Ohio when I was there in 2012, and they are still, like, those are my dogs, you know, to this day. And I just feel like, how do you, outside of, like, you go to a new job, or, like, how do you meet new friends, though? Like, how does, at our age, what does meeting a new friend look like? How do you get new friends?
Like, I don't know, because I have not, outside of this interaction, outside of you,
the special
like, any new people that have been in my circle were collected from work, or they're friends of friends, and I met them through other people. And that's how the connection started. Like, the homegirl that I'm working with that you met. I met her through a friend. Okay. You know? So, like,
so what about people that say, you know, work and personal is separate? Like, your coworkers are not your friends. How do you feel? Because I think from every job I've been at, I at least take 1 or 2 people. Like, when I'm gone, these are still my people. You know, we still gonna hang out, we gonna talk. But, like, so do you believe to keep them separate?
No, because I've made some very profound friendships. Like, my old the old assistant at one of my jobs that I was telling you about earlier, he we don't talk. He'll hit me up occasionally. It's weird because, like, me and this guy, we went through so much of the same shit in the same time frame, and we got each other through. And we're talking personal, like, relationships type stuff. And we got each other through that, and we were each other's crutch, backbone. Like, he made sure I got my job done.
And
we
you
stayed
did the
on each
same.
other, you know, we protected each other, we looked out for each other. And now it's like weird, it's awkward. I don't know what happened. You know, I have my theories because, you know, I have very discerning spirit where I pick up on shit. So I have my theories on what it actually is. I'll never speak on it, but I just feel like I know what it is, but I don't know.
Right.
I just think I know. And it's like he'll hit me up, hey, I love you, I miss you, and then I'll message back, and then he might send another message, then I'll reply, and then he'll go dead again for months. And it be at the weirdest times when I'm places doing shit. Like, it just be awkward times. Like, why would like, and it be late type shit. It's just weird, and like I miss him like a motherfucker. And I've reached out to him recently, wanting to get together with one of our other coworkers that I've been talking to. And yeah, I haven't heard back, so I just assume, like, I know I didn't do anything because we ain't been talking, and like you hit me up letting me know I did shit, like, hey, I miss you, I love you. So I know it's not something I did. I just, like I said, I just think I know what it is. And if he ever came to me and we talked about it, I would ask him, and I honestly think I would get the honest to God truth, and I think what I think it is, he'll be like, yep. It's kind of one of those situations where, you know, somebody who done wrong, they'll look you square in the face. What is it? A snake will look you when they did something wrong. And not to call him a snake, because I don't consider him a snake, but I just think he did something that he regrets, and because of that, he's kind of he can't be their friend to me the way that he was. And it's all good. But as far as like taking friends from work, I keep in contact with the world of social media. I keep in contact with old co-workers. You know, we are on each other's social media. But as far as hanging out and seeing them outside of work, no, I'm not hanging out and seeing nobody that I work with. Like, I comment on their posts, they comment on my shit. We engage on social media. But other than that, I've talked about it. Like, I've reached out to old co-workers. Hey, you know, I see you're in my city. Want to grab a drink? Want to grab dinner? And it, you know, just the availability wasn't there. Like, our schedules didn't match up. But I don't typically, I mean, I try to keep in contact with people, but you know how it is when you leave a job. We're going to be friends.
And see, for me, I think since I've been in management, and it's a boundary that I need to work on. Like, not this last job, but the job before that, it was so dope. Like, it was the dopest nonprofit organization in the city to me. Dope team, and we genuinely were like a family. I mean, we were at each other's houses, we were out to eat, like anything that we could do together, we did it. And so, like, I've been gone there for a couple years now, and so I have a few people that were on my team that I'm still that same kind of close with. But like, for me, it's always a struggle, because now that I am older, I am more like, come be my friend, like, I love you. But like that boundary, you know, like that, how do I be your supervisor? How do I lead you and give you directives if we was out getting drunk
the night before,
eating edibles? Like, how do I do that? You know? And so it's like, I don't know, like, but I am just in such a space, like, I love new people now. Because I feel like I'm going to learn something from you. Even if we don't become the best of friends, I feel like you would not have been placed in this space with me if it wasn't something for me to gain from it.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't know. I struggle. Like, do I be their friend? Do I be like, no, we're not friends, this is just work?
It's so hard, though. It's so hard to draw that line, especially, you know, when you working closely with people. And it intertwines. Those work and personal relationships start to intertwine, where you become friends outside of work. You start hanging out at each other's houses. You know, your kids know each other, you know, just all kinds of things where they become a part of your life. And then when you part ways with the organization, you know,
like, now what do I do?
And like I said, I try to keep in contact with people and try to set shit up and let's hang out, but it don't always work out. I mean, I've done it, you know, once or twice here, you know, occasionally here and there, but it's not something that happens on a daily basis where I'm hanging out, seeing, kicking it, going to functions, anything. You know, it just kind of dies down after a certain period of time. But,
Okay.
and I'm part of the problem. And
At least you can admit that, though.
yeah, and
You can admit
absolutely.
that.
The first step is admittance, guys. Admit
is.
that shit.
And then you can fix the shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so it be what it be, y'all.
Yeah.
But you can always welcome new people into your life, into your space, into your energy, and learn something from them. Teach them something. Help them. You never know when you encounter somebody where they are in their lives, what they could be going through. You could save a life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit. And I'm not going through anything right now. I did go through some shit where I was just in a dark space in my life, and my friends and family rallied around me and pulled me out of that dark space. But, you know, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that, y'all. Y'all know I just be talking about shit. What else you got? What else you got, SJ? So, what do you think about friendships, maintaining friendships of the opposite sex, and how does that look like in your life?
So in my life, it is very complicated. The first complication is my son's father.
Okay.
I met this man when I was 19. I'm almost 40. So he is my best friend. He's married.
Okay.
He was technically married when I met him, but they were separated. Like, I can verify this.
Okay.
But so, like, he is my best friend. You know, I didn't have a really close relationship with my mom. My dad wasn't there, so he's older.
Okay.
And so he literally, like, he grew me up. And so he is my best friend now. Like, he's married now. His wife is my friend. You know, it's absolutely a family bond. But, like, he is my best friend.
That's dope.
And so when I meet guys, I'm like, you ain't got to be his friend, but you have to understand. Like, this is my dynamic. It makes my son comfortable. I have a bonus baby that's 21. And so it's like, they are my priority. And because they are my priority, like, their dad is a piece of that.
Right.
I have had men swear me up and down. You still sleeping with him. He wouldn't be helping you. Like, we can go out to eat. Like, his wife had a birthday party, I think, last year at their home. I was there. Right. You know, his ex-wife, she has family functions that he doesn't even go to that I go to.
Wow.
But it's because, like, for me, yes, he's a man, and yes, we have a kid, and we had a whole relationship, but, like, my priority is the happiness of the babies. And
Number one.
Yeah, and so he is my best friend, but most men do not get that. Most women that he deal with don't get that. So, like, that's been my number one thing. And so my other set of friends, they're also guys from middle school again.
Okay.
Platonic. Never slept with, never looked at. One is like this tall. So, like, nothing ever, nothing.
Right.
But it doesn't stop people from being like, y'all gotta be sleeping
something
together.
Going on.
Or you had to sleep together at some point in time.
Right.
And I'm like, no, like, traditionally, I'm a tomboy. I am like, the Chucks play football, you want to wrestle, you want to fight because I'm a big girl. So guys were normally my thing.
Right.
And I went through that whole, you know, I don't want no female friends thing that a lot of females go through.
What we say.
Yeah, you know, and so, but like for me,
too messy.
Yeah, if they too messy, they petty, they jealous, they looking at my boo. And so that's how it traditionally started for me. Like, men have always been my friends. And no guy that I've ever been in a relationship with has been able to handle that.
Wow. They have to understand that it's possible.
Because it is very possible.
Yes, it can be done. It can be done. Like, I told you my situation.
Yeah.
So, you guys know that my ex-husband and I have been living together since coronavirus quarantine. Like, I've been back home. Like, we live together. And I've met guys, you know, since we've been living together. And I tell them, hey, I live with my ex-husband because I'm very direct, very upfront. I don't want no surprises. You're going to know about this situation upfront. And they've been receptive of it, but the guys that I've met, nothing has really come from it. Nothing.
Because they think that y'all together still.
And we don't. We absolutely don't. Like, there's nothing going on with me and D. Y'all met him, and I I have family members in my ear telling me y'all need to be together, and it's like, dude, let that shit go. You be with him. We're not gonna be.
Try it.
I told my sisters, like, what old girl say? What movie was that? And she's like, why don't you wait to exhale?
Yep.
When Whitney told her mama, well, why don't you fucking marry him then, mama? Like, that's how I feel. Like, if he's such a great guy to you, why don't you fucking get with him?
Right.
So anyway, yeah, like, nothing's going on with us. That's my dude. Like, D is my bro, one of my best friends. I talk to him about dating, men.
That sounds just like me and my son's father.
Yeah. It's real. Like, it happens.
But I think that, like, in relationships, so for me, I'm very upfront. You know, I'm like, let's knock this out first. This dude, he not going nowhere.
Right.
That's the reality.
You understand that.
Like, this is our life. You know, even when he got married, you know, it was a little challenging, you know, trying to figure out, like, the pieces and, you know, what was really going on.
Right.
But I stand by that, like, that will be my friend until the good Lord takes one of us.
Exactly.
And there's nobody that can come along that can break that, because, like, we weren't the baby daddy, baby mama that, like, fucked around. We we dated off and on for 10 years. We fucked around heavy then. But when we stopped, we stopped.
Exactly.
You know, I got married. I didn't sleep with him when I was married.
Right.
Like, he got married. So when we say we're friends, like, just because y'all live in dysfunction.
Exactly.
And that's what it be. People are so used
project
to
their own bullshit onto you.
Like, people will see, like, me and his wife out. Oh, y'all swingers.
Swingers
Y'all go
type
together.
shit. No,
nigga, like, she's married to the man I had a child with. And my whole thing with him has always been, I can fuck with whoever you go with. They may not like me because, like, I'm Shay. This is my spot here. But, like, anybody you love, I love.
Exactly.
Because the man is hella funny acting. He do not bullshit when it come to his kids. So if you're around my child, I have to. You legit.
I know
you may be a little shaky, like the one lady that wore that bun all the time. But
say the bun, y'all.
Baby, this lady was like 32 because I was in my 20s. You would have swore she was 57 going on 70, baby. She had this little bun with no edges and these glasses.
No.
Baby, she hated me. Hated me. But you know what, though? I was in grad school at the time. And me and my son's father, we would go to like $2 Tuesday, Throwback Thursday. And she would babysit our son while we went out.
Oh, wow.
So I would be like, Grandma with this bun. I don't like you either.
Why wasn't she
But
at $2 Tuesday with
because
y'all?
she was babysitting our son. Who was gonna watch the baby? Who was gonna watch the baby? He was
Yeah, that's some fuckery right there.
He was fucked up. Like, this lady would call me and be like, "Is he with you, girl? You know he'll be there in a minute." Yes, he's here. But how is the baby? Has the baby ate? Like, bitch, go change the baby. Leave us alone.
Hey, that's dope.
But that was our dynamic. Like, he, you know, he's never been like, you have to get along with her, but he's always been like, this is a part of my life.
Right.
You know, he's very respectful, like with his wife. He kind of fell back a little bit because he needed to make sure she was okay.
Right.
Like, I want you to be secure. I chose to marry you. He didn't marry me, shit. So it's like, let me make sure you're okay. But like I said, now, me and his wife, we talk. We've been out of town together. Like,
straight get along.
And it's just because this is to me, that's my family.
That's dope.
This lady has been so amazing to me. It's like, you are my friend now. Like, as unconventional as it is, the same with the ex-wife. Like, we can go out of town. We can go to wherever.
Right.
Once you get past the bullshit of who fucking who, then everything is really okay.
Let that shit
Let it go.
Sis.
Let it
go, bro.
Yeah. So people are just, I don't know, they're insecure when it comes to stuff like that. But I feel like just open, honest communication.
And kids are involved, focus on the kids. Worry about what the kids got going on and not what the partner has
and I agree, but most people, because they're so used to the dysfunction of it,
they don't know how.
They don't know. Like, people to this day, and I've been living this amazing co-parent situation. I got married in 2013. So since 2012, this has been my life. I mean, you will see our kids play sports all year round, both boys. So we're talking about basketball, football, wrestling, soccer, you name it. And we own pictures, and it's the baby daddy, the baby mama, the wife, the ex-wife. Like, that's us. And people are so confused. Like, oh, y'all just a bunch of swingers. Everybody doing it. No,
we're adults, and we're
that's it. We're adults.
We're all about these kids, and we make it work for the fucking sake of these kids. And that's what I told y'all.
People can't do that shit though. People are not built like that.
The maturity level isn't there because they so busy worried about what the fuck the next person's doing, who hurt who did what.
Yep.
Like, let all that shit go.
Because it's not important.
Kids. It's not. Absolutely not. Once the person decides, whoever decides this isn't what I want to do, move on with your life. Focus on if there's kids involved, focus on them damn kids and their well-being and what's in their best interest. Stop harboring all that hate and anger and animosity, trying to do this and do that, and I'm a child support. Just all the malicious and vindictive shit that some women do. Woo! And the malicious and vindictive shit that men do. Because my ex-husband did some malicious, vindictive shit. I told you about it. I'm never going to share that on camera. Y'all gotta read the fucking book for that. The Miseducation of Monique Ross, Part 1.
Gotta check the book out.
Coming December 2020. I manifest that shit. I told y'all it's gonna happen. I'm working this shit out through my publishing house. It's gonna happen. So y'all read the book for that shit. But he did some very malicious and vindictive things. And I did too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. We were hurt. We were both hurt, and we channeled that anger into negative energy. And now that we're in a positive energy space, man, the love is there. It's dope as fuck. Like, our kids, they are loved. They're surrounded by love. And in turn, they're able to love. And they're chill. They're not, but just the energy in our household.
But see, I think that people don't get that. So what was really, I've always been like, I love everybody.
Right.
Like, I don't hold grudges. I may not fuck with you no more.
Right.
But I'm not mad at you no more.
Exactly.
It just is what it is. But the changing point for me was the now 21-year-old. He was turning 18.
Okay.
And he wanted to have a birthday dinner. I love birthdays. Like, where we going? What we doing? He's super fancy. He got themes for everything. We gotta have this color. I'll pick out your outfit. He said, I'm gonna have 3 birthday dinners. I said, you fucking fancy.
Right.
Like, for what? And this baby, and I mean, I've known him. When I met their dad, he was maybe 2.
Okay.
So this is 18. And he looked at me and he said, well, because I know you don't want to be around my mama. So I'm going to have one for my mom's family. I'm going to have one for you and my granny. And I'm going to have one for my daddy. And I said, well, why? Like, do you just want to keep going to eat? Like, I'll feed you. But, and like this kid at 18, he was so sad because he's like the most happiest, familiest kid ever. He said, well, I want everybody to be comfortable.
Aww.
And it made me so sad. And like, I've always been like, if his daddy is there and his girlfriend, I'm sitting in the middle. Hey girl, like, it's me. Like, I'm just that personality. But like, they necessarily won't. Like, mom and dad, they're not that. Like, they don't speak. But like, I had to tell them, I'm like, I'll be uncomfortable because I love you. So I want you to be okay.
Right.
And so that was the first, and I had been around a mom before, but that was the first time like he was ever comfortable. Like, everybody is here. They're here because and that's my thing. We love you.
Right.
I don't have to like her.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me. Don't touch me because I fight. But I don't have to like her. You know what I'm saying? But like, that was the day. And I think that was the moment that everybody like really conformed to. It's not about us. It's about these kids. And so my boys are so much, in my opinion, they're so much happier now.
Yes.
Like, they can call me and be like, Mama Shay, I'm having this at my mama house. Can you come? Of course I'm coming.
I'll be there.
Like, it's peaceful for them.
Yes.
And adults don't get that. It broke my heart to hear my kids say he wants to have 3 dinners.
Right.
Because us grown-ups can't get it right.
Nobody's getting
along.
That's
not fair.
Yeah,
that's not fair to kids.
Not fair. And I never want to be in that space with my boys where, they're having separate shit for me and then their dad. Like,
unless we just want to just celebrate stuff. Like, I'm extra. Like, when my son turned 16 this year, babe, we had something from Thursday to Monday. I am dramatic. But it's because that's me being dramatic. Right. It's not him being like, my daddy today, my mama tomorrow. Everything that we did. And like, me and his wife, we're in an amazing space now.
That's awesome.
We weren't even in that space because it was new. But it was like, everything that I do, you guys can do. Like, this is our son now. You know,
Right.
he know who his mama is. I'm not intimidated by no girl. Like, I'm his mother.
Right.
So I want you there. You know, I want
Exactly.
him. And I am like the photographer. I want a picture of
everybody and everything.
because I want them to see. Like, I tell my boys all the time, no matter how me and your dad worked out, we loved y'all. Like, my son, we planned, plotted, like, get the calendar, when is your ovulating. Like, you were very intentional. And with the older boy, like I tell him, I didn't even want kids when I met your daddy. Like, you was just already there. You know, so, like, I love you intentionally.
Right.
And so I want them to know, like, no matter, I've been married, his dad is married again. Now, whatever we got going on, we did y'all. Like, this is intentional on purpose because we love you.
Exactly.
And, like, I don't care what nobody say. The difference in my kids, like, their happiness, their just freedom. You know, my 16-year-old will call the wife about some stuff and not tell me. Wow. It don't make me feel no kind of way.
Don't feel a way about it.
The 21-year-old, Mama, can you help me? When he was in college, Mama, can you? I got you.
Right.
And so it's just like when you put your adult, and it's insecurities. It's insecurities and jealousy. When you can put that shit to the side and just focus on what's supposed to be most important, you'll be good.
Yes.
Like, honey, when I say no worries, I'm peaceful, my kids are peaceful, but everybody is just not built like that.
Everybody not built like that. That's real talk. That's real talk. Like, you guys, like we told you guys, my ex-husband, he has another kid. This baby mama, he keeps separate on the other side of town. He honestly didn't even have to tell me.
Wow.
Because had he not told me, I probably would have never found out. That's how he moves with his shit.
Wow.
You know, like, I've seen her once physically in person at a
How
funeral.
old is the kid?
The kid is like 2.
Oh.
And he's brought this kid over here when it was first born. And, like, I bathed this kid.
Right.
Cut his nails, cleaned his nose, ears, put him on fresh clothes, all kind of
all
shit.
That.
Like, it's a baby. It's a baby. Like, what the fuck? And, like, he doesn't, like, really bring him around as much now. But, hey, when he first told me about it, I was kind of choked up, like, wow, what? And we weren't together, nothing going on, but it was just the thought of it, like, how does this affect our lives? And it really hasn't affected us in any way, shape, or form. Like, that's his situation. That's what he has going on. I hope to one day, you know, get to the point. But honestly, our kids are super older, like, you know, 12 and 20. And then they have this little baby. And, you know, I don't pry in his personal life. I don't know if they together or not. I just know, like, with us living together lately, on the weekends, he's gone. I noticed that his car is not at the house. He's gone. I don't say shit. It's none of my business. What can I say?
Yeah.
You know, I can't hate. I don't feel a way. I ain't got nobody rolling up on the weekends like usual. Like, none of that. He go and he be gone, and I do, you know, and then he come back and like nothing happened. Some mornings he'll come in the house and cook breakfast for the whole house.
How long have y'all been living back together?
So, this time around, he moved in the house last year in September. But you know, I was gone. Like, I was dealing with dude in Atlanta. So, kind of back and forth type shit. And then, when now I'm back home, potentially for good, now that I'm exploring other options, other opportunities and shit. So, you know, basically since I've been here permanently since December. And we good. We good over here.
Most
we
people
chilling.
couldn't do that though.
And I swear, hand on the Bible, me and this man are not fucking at all. Nothing's going on. We cool.
Right.
We are cool.
And that's dope though.
We chill. We watch movies together, watch TV together, cook together. We go grocery shopping together at times.
And then it's like showing your kids, like, you don't have to be, when the relationship is over, does not mean we bitter. We not enemies. We loved each other at one point, and ideally we are still friends. We still care about each other. I want you to be good. Exactly. You know, some people, like, we broke up, we fighting now.
Yeah,
I don't want to fight. I don't like to fight.
At all.
But that's how most people, like, that's that ratchet ass mentality. Like, even with my ex-husband, I'm like, I don't hate you. I don't even dislike you. I should. Like, if I was the old me, the things you've said to me, done to me, I should hate you, but like I just don't. Like, I pray for you, I feel bad for you, because like you really said that to me, like it's weird. So I feel bad, but like he doesn't want to be my friend. He's like, oh, we enemies now. I'm like, but what happened? Like, why? He like, well, we not married no more, so I don't ever want to talk to you again. Like, we shared a whole section of life. Exactly. You know, it would have been 7 years this July, like, so you just gonna act like
it didn't happen.
The whole
like, bro.
But that's his thing. And so like it's been hard, like with me like launching a business. I'm like, my first thought is to like tell him, you know, like you who saw me before this, through this, like you all of this stuff, and now that it's actually happening, I want to share it with you. And so I'm like texting him like, oh my God, the website live, and oh my God, my photo shoot. And so one day he finally was like, please stop texting me. What? And I was like, but what happened? Like, why?
Oh,
and I went with it. Like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. But it hurt so bad because he was like, we couldn't be together, so I don't want you in my life no more. And I'm like, but you were still like one of the closest people. Like, you're still. And he was like, no.
Wow.
He was like, I never want to see you. I never want to talk to you. Like, this chapter of my life is over. It's like you never existed.
What?
That's hella weird.
That's very weird.
And creepy. Like, nigga, I happened.
Right.
You know, like we
this
don't.
Shit happened.
This was a thing. Like, this is an actual thing. But like, no. So some people can't. They can't do the let's be friends.
The maturity level is not there. Yeah. And when they're harboring feelings still, in those feelings, they're not sure of what those feelings are. Some people don't know how to sort through their fucking feelings. Yeah. Don't know how to sit there and face those feelings and figure out how to get past it. But bro, if you're watching SJ's ex-husband, let that shit go, bro.
Like, I love you still. Like, you
let it go. Be happy for her.
All the people, like, you was my husband. I didn't marry nobody else. And I mean, and it was so sad. It's like, you know, it was just weird, but he absolutely, like, he was like, don't text me no more, like, unless you dying. I was like,
oh wow,
if I'm down, I'm not gonna text you. Like, what the fuck do you mean? But
you,
yeah,
that's
so
wow.
it's a maturity level. Like I said, I don't hate, and I have some people, like, just 2 weeks ago, I had to put a motherfucker out of my car on the riverfront. Like, get out in a onesie. Like, whole, like, leopard onesie. Baby, go on, get out. Go on, get out and get beat up. But, even with her, and, like, so this is my thing. Where I'm at, like, I used to be, like, the self-proclaimed mean girl.
Okay.
Like, it took me to go to Ohio, meet my husband, and meet a real mean guy to be like, oh, you're not that bad at all. Like, settle down. And so since I've been back home, though, I'm like super humble. Like, I'm humble. I'm apologetic. I forget. Like, I'm a whole different person. And this lady, I've known her for 10 years. 10 years. Me and her husband were friends. Went to the police academy together because I was the St. Louis City Police. And she gets drunk. She get high. But we kicking it. This is my friend's birthday. We outside. We riding around.
Right.
And girl, she was just getting on my nerves, period. But at some point, she was like, are you mad at me? I'm like, no, like, bitch, leave me alone. Like, and so then I said, well, I'm gonna drop everybody off at home because, like, it's no point of us risking 3 DUIs. We got some shit popping tonight. Right. I'll take y'all home. I'll stay at my friend's house, and you know, I'll just get you guys in the morning. Right. And so my one friend was like, thank you. Whew. This friend is like, no, because when I was a kid, people took advantage of me. And I was like, not tonight, bitch. Like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? No, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to inconvenience you. I'm like, I offered. Right. You can't make me do anything. I offered. And so, long story short, next thing I knew, she was clapping her hands. You know, like, that mean, like, I want to fight you, right? Like, stop fucking with me. Right. She was calling me bitches. Like, she was out of control, right? No. And so, I stopped my car, like, mid-traffic. Like, I was doing 60. I stopped, like, put the car in park. Like, who are you talking to? Right. Because that clap mean you want to fight. Like,
Exactly.
are we fighting or not?
And I'm an adult.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta stop, like, all this name calling. Like, I don't care. I've been called, I was a police officer, a CEO. I've been called everything. But you can't clap. Like, in my ear.
Right.
And so she ends up getting
Those fighting words.
I told people that the clap means
hey, where I'm from, if a motherfucker
they want to fight.
Hey, that's fighting words.
You want to fight. And that's exactly how I took it. And so, like, she ends up, like, jumping out my car because she said, like, I threatened to assault her. I was going to take you home, though.
Right.
You were going to get home.
I might have beat your ass.
But you were going to get you home. But she got out my car. She threw a glass in my car.
What?
We were drinking. I was like, wow. When I tell you, like, I pulled off. I left her there. Like, however you get home is on you at this point. So I'm going to head out. Me and my friend, we going to head out. And it was like 1:30 a.m. Riverfront, catsuit, leopard, a mess.
Oh, wow.
But my thing was, you didn't care enough about your safety.
Exactly.
It's not my responsibility to care. But I end up seeing her.
Where? When?
So,
after the fact.
After the fact. So my guy, girl, so my guy is friends with her guy. So I tell them, like, if I see her, I'm like beating her up on fight. It's a fight. He like, you gotta relax, you got too much to lose. I go over there days later, she's there. I was like,
oh, hell no.
I told you she couldn't be her. He like, listen, let's talk. We told her, don't look at you, don't blink, don't smile, don't nothing. But you know, even sitting there, like, and this was not even 7 whole days. Like, I wasn't mad. I'm like, I have the ability to be like, I'm not mad at you, but I will never fool with you again.
So did you talk to her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I ain't
like, she
nothing.
was not there. She kept trying to talk to me. She batting her eyes. And I'm like, I will still beat you up. But, like, I'm not in that space. Like, I'm never giving you, like, I don't argue with people anymore. The energy that I gave her that night, like, that was it. That was 10 years worth of energy for me.
Wow.
Once I see how you can be a fool, I'm here for it. I just don't have to deal with it.
With you.
I can, like I told her, clap again, I'm going to beat you up. Put your 2 hands together one more time, and it's a brawl.
I'm hollering.
But, like, I'm not mad. So she ended up texting me after. I was like, oh no. Like, we not gonna do this.
Right.
Like, so it's like, when you part ways with somebody, it doesn't mean that you hate them. Like,
Exactly.
I don't hate her. We had 10 years of, like, dope memories. We had some dope shit happen in 10 years. But I'm also at the age where, like, I do have something to lose now.
Right.
Like, I have kids looking at me. I'm not trying to be Lil Shay Shay from the West Side. I can be her.
West Side?
I can be her.
West Side. Is it like this?
It's like
West
that,
Side.
yes. You know, I can be her, but I don't want to.
Right.
You know, so my thing was, it killed her more for me to ignore her.
Wow.
And so, like, she's doing all this extra stuff, like, they shooting dice, and she, like, girl, it was just dramatic.
Really trying to get your,
so, you know,
get you to
my
interact
attention.
with her.
She wanted me to say something, and so I told him, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna give you what you want, babe. Good night.
Peace.
And that was it.
Right.
And he's like, you know, she was sad that you didn't talk to her.
I ain't got nothing to say.
I have nothing. Like, the only thing is to beat you up, and I don't want to. So, like, we're not enemies. I'm not mad at you. I just will never put you in the space to have me, like, stopping my brand new car on the riverfront doing 60 to put my car in park to figure out who you talking to.
Get your ass about
Girl,
the car.
my other friend was like, you can't stop right here. Like, you gotta go. I'm like,
stopping.
I can't. I got insurance. It's full coverage. I gotta figure out who she talking to. Like, once you get me to the point of, like, all logic is out the door, I'm not mad, but we done.
You don't want to see that part of me.
We done.
Man, that's fucker. That's some pure
fuckery,
y'all.
And then, you know, wait a minute. So she went around and told everybody, like, that I put her out. I didn't care if she got raped or killed or if she died. I said, no, you jumped out
the car.
I
just made a decision to leave your ass out the car.
I said, because, like, if my kids, like, if you dead hit to jump out, you probably should have already ordered your Uber or whatever you was going to order to get home. Like, I should pull off, they should pull up.
Right.
I said because like
That ain't on me.
It's on you. I said I still live by the girl code. We came together. We're gonna leave together. You may have a black eye when you get home, but you gonna get home. I'ma get you there. Like I would never leave you because you couldn't have put me out. I wouldn't have got out.
Hey, I'm
Boy,
not hopping out the car on the
listen, and it was like 1 a.m. I put my seatbelt on. Like you have to cut the seatbelt off, baby. So I said you jumped out trying to be hip, but she thought I was going like, no.
Right, girl.
Get back in. I said, well, shit. And me and my other friend, we still hung out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Did she call y'all or anything?
She didn't call, but I didn't go back that way. I didn't want to see her.
I'm weak, y'all.
Don't do dumb shit. If you don't want to
that's dumb shit.
Don't do dumb shit.
Exactly. That's real fucking talk.
I wouldn't have got out.
Me neither. I'm not getting like no.
You couldn't have put me out.
We would have you'd have had to beat me up.
And I still wasn't gonna get out.
And I still would have.
You was gonna drop my beat up ass off at home. I put on my look. I'm putting on my seatbelt. Cut your shit off. And you want me to get out? Go on and cut it, cause I'm not getting out this car.
No, you're not leaving
in
me
this
on the riverfront.
On the riverfront. In this onesie. I wouldn't have done it.
Wow.
She did it though.
Hey, people bring shit on themselves though.
And people bring shit out of you.
Yeah.
That you be like, I didn't even know I had that in me. Like, who?
Sometimes you gotta take a woosah moment though. Sometimes you can. People do shit to get a fucking reaction out of you,
and then you give it to them though.
And you give it to them.
And then at first she was so shocked, like,
they're shocked. I didn't know you could be like this.
I thought we were friends. You asked me to be something besides your friend when you clapped your hand at me. Like, I don't know. People weird.
People are very
weird.
Fucking weird. Let's cheers to that. Weird fucking
weird.
People. Cheers.
Yes.
Alright, y'all. That's it for this week's episode of Pure Fuckery.
Pure Fuckery.
Who said no new friends?
I'm all about the new friends.
I have this is happening. This is real shit. This is real shit, y'all. Real fucking shit.
Definitely is.
I love it. I'm here for all of this. So, to you fuckers out there, go make some new friends. Open up your heart space. Let some new people in, because you just never know what their presence in your life, the reason why y'all cross paths. Figure out, find out what it is. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye.
I'm your host, your favorite Dr. Bae, Monique Ross. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Peace.